Going into my server. Going into streams. Paste. Episode 2 of the podcast is live.
Alright, you're up. Cool.
G Max Flapple is up. And copy. Oh, and you mentioned it there. Cool.
What?
And oh, you mentioned I was gonna place it in the starters, but you mentioned it there already. Hello, Soul. How are you doing? We got one person here for our lovely Flapple. How are you doing?
You're welcome.
And what was our code for this one?
2569, right?
Okay, cool. No, that was the one for the podcast. We are doing pretty well, yeah.
Yeah. Chilling.
Just chilling. We're gonna wait a bit to see who wants to join in our lovely G-Max Flapple. Soul, you are welcome to join as well. We got the code up, as seen up there. Hopefully nothing lags like our first attempt at an episode. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood, bro.
So before we get into our topic, how are you doing, V? How's life been? We haven't spoken
good.
for a bit.
We got the fresh Christmas vibes coming in, so that's good.
That's awesome.
How about you? Same old.
I'm doing pretty well. I found out my grade in that class I needed to get an A in.
What is it?
Take a guess.
An A?
Yeah!
You didn't disappoint. Congrats.
Yeah, but I did fail a class.
Is it the one that you talked about the other day?
Yeah.
Well, you need to be taken.
Nah, probably not. I'm thinking, like, because I'll have so many more credits than I need, that one should just be taken out. So I should be good. But yeah. That's good. Frasier is in, and now we got two smacking people on, so the code is in. And yeah, G-Max Flapple, how you doing, Frasier? I am going to hit invite others. And now
Frasier just got online.
Yeah, so I just put it in. We're good for the G-Max Flappers. What else? I feel like there was something else I wanted to mention. Oh, I saw that you were streaming this weekend while I was busy. How did that go?
It was fun.
Yeah.
Breeding.
Rating. Ooh.
Nothing really good, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
We just recorded, actually. I'm not gonna actually say what happened, but we recorded our first ever, like, I guess, best out of championship match.
Oh, I picked the wrong Pokemon. Shit.
No, you're good.
You'll have to carry.
It's okay.
This guy's gonna die fast.
It's okay.
Real fast.
Oh, yeah, we did our first ever best out of championship match.
Oh, okay. How'd it go?
Went pretty well. It went pretty well. I won't say what happened, but I can't. But the loser challenge for it, we're gonna have. My friend said. We agreed on a milkshake to be made, so I gave them the choice of smoothie or milkshake, and the winner gets to add 5 ingredients to that milkshake, whatever they want.
Interesting.
Yeah. I just finished building my evil eyes today. Interesting. I don't know is that a competitive mon? Like evil eyes?
Evil eyes? Yeah, I don't get
it. Please share with the class. Let's see. Yeah, but that was hella fun. And then yesterday was interesting because my landlord went crazy again, and he said
Oh god.
stuff.
Oh, you got your G-Max Dura?
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ooh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype. Nick would know a lot about that. Yeah. Um. Also, we might not be able to go to too many games. Or, well, he
Wait, what
might
happened?
not. He might
Oh,
not
dang.
be able to go. I don't know what's going on otherwise. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
But hopefully, at least I'll make it. Somehow, some way. We'll try our best. Why did he attack me? Oh, wait, never mind. That is the dragon type move that I'm not too worried about. Yeah, Nick. Yeah. Other people would know a lot more about Yu-Gi-Oh than I would. Um, do you still play Duel Links?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Why do you?
No. I just asked because I heard because Yu-Gi-Oh. Why am I the only one using an ice type? Lol. Because I wanted to flex, and I don't have Lapras yet, so I couldn't do anything about that. I can't answer for anyone else. I think V was originally gonna bring his Darumaka. Were you?
I was gonna bring something not this. I accidentally just clicked yeah A by
Well,
accident. And I'm like, well, there goes
why
that.
am I the I don't got Icemon raids ready. Lol. That's okay. Um. Oh yeah, but other than that, so today he got into an argument with his with our neighbors.
Wait, what? It cut out.
Oh, our landlord got into an argument with our neighbors about their dogs.
Oh.
And he said that he was selling the house and moving. So
Oh, he is?
yeah, I looks like I over listened, so it seems like that's what's happening. So I got what I wanted, just not in the way I thought it was gonna happen, which was we're gonna move. Indefinitely, it's just now
I used to
when.
repeat ball. This can either go really poorly, but knowing my luck is gonna
Yeah?
break out one shake.
Okay, sure. Indeed, indubitably.
Break out. It broke out.
Damn. Hell yeah.
Dude, I think it's guaranteed or something. I missed out on every single one. And first shake.
You think it's
Bruh.
guaranteed?
That's insane. That luck. Insta break. Yeah, same. My man. I don't that's so weird.
It might be. I don't know. Would you like to give a nickname to the Flappers?
GG.
No. You're gonna Hacks confirmed.
Yes.
No. I removes Chuck's power save out the window. Ack does in fact do that, but Ack has to do something real quick. Just making sure. And boop. All right. Now we are moving on to the. Wait, hold on. Actually, I have to get this ready. The super duper ultra fantastic extraordinarily extra fantastical surprise trade thing. Wonder trade. Yeah, that's it. And that part's also a part of it. So we, instead of looking at nothing, while we're talking about our topic of today, which I will reveal right after I surprise trade this, we are going to surprise trade. And when I get something new, I will keep it. But if I don't get something new, we won't.
We're going to be doing the podcast and you're going to be surprise trading?
I mean, I feel like that would be better than nothing because I don't know if we're still rating during this.
Go for it.
So,
Down. See what you get.
might as well.
Yeah.
Found out hidden power isn't in the game, so some mons that use it like Roserade got nerfed, essentially. And yeah. So, our lovely topic for today is... let's make Gen 8 great again. I don't have anything written down. I have not prepared. So this will be very interesting. I can pull out my pros and cons list. Norm on a normal circumstance. Oh wait, it said trade complete. Do I click A? No. It says trade complete. What do I do? Do I click Y? Okay, I guess I click Y.
You gotta wait. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything to say before we get into it?
No.
No.
Not really.
I meant like about everything or about the topic.
Oh yes. You want me to talk about it quickly?
User interface. Enough said.
The topic is really just going to be Gen 8. Us nitpicking at it and saying why it's good and how it could be much better. Because it clearly is a great game, but clearly there's very subtle things that could be added that could make life easy. So we're gonna kind of just like ad hoc go through and make our list to see what we think. And if you guys think of anything along the way that you think would be beneficial to throw in as a nice to have for the next set of Switch main series titles that come out after Sword and Shield, feel free to. I think this is just like a fun, like, if we could build our own game from what we have now.
Well, yeah, we are essentially doing that.
In terms of features.
Any suggestions are on the table. Anything you would like to change is on the table. Anything you'd like to add or remove is on the table. This is an open discussion. There is no judgment before we really talk about it.
Yeah.
I think that's...
So
that's something. So, do you have anything at first you would like to say? Fraser talked about the UI, so the user interface. I think what? So. I would like to say that's kind of my question, and I got a score bunny. That is my first score bunny, actually. So the user interface, I'd have to say, would probably be that I don't know like exactly what that would mean. I got a Spanish score bunny, so I could breed it.
Hell yeah, you could.
I got a shiny. Maybe we'll do a shiny hunt thing, but Dos Equis.
Score bunny.
So I get a shiny score bunny. I didn't get a shiny score bunny. I could get one. Things like multi-release. Oh, okay. User interface.
That wouldn't be UI. I don't think technically.
Because I think user interface would be the menus, which I thought would be, which are a lot better in my opinion than, I think the UI is a lot better than Sun and Moon because that was when you went to that plaza, right? And I hated that UI for the online. Yeah, like the UI that we have for the online is actually really good. And by UI I mean the menu.
Yeah.
I don't mean but the UI I mean like the menu's fine. I think that being updated every now and again, being able to look up what you want for stuff, I guess, like being able to look up like when you're doing max battles, it should update not like every 5 or 10 minutes and it's on a delay so you can't get in. It's like this is updated like every 30 seconds or so. And you could find stuff, and you could find a lot of stuff, because for me, somebody who pretty much only does max raid battles,
Yeah.
um, or like really, or for somebody who just wants to do surprise trades, or somebody who just wants to do whatever, you can't really look at surprise trades and really do anything, but you know what I mean, or somebody who wants a battle or whatever. I don't think it should be like as complicated as it is like right now. But like, or well, as like bad as it is right now, unless you're friends with the person, like you can't ever connect to anyone, which is kind of stupid, in my opinion. And I wish they would fix that. And I think the menu is actually like amazing. I actually really like it. The
The menu.
like the menu, like the regular menu, like when you just click like start,
Okay.
or like
Oh yeah, no, it looks
you're
good.
just like your menu. I think the UI is actually one of the best things about this game.
It looks
The
great.
fact that you can't auto update the wild area with new events, the fact that you have to manually connect to the internet, not joining the friends of friends.
That's annoying.
I think that like the online system itself they need to fix, but I don't. I think the UI, it's like the UI is great. Don't fix it because it's
I like what they did.
way
It looks
better
good.
than 7th gen. However, don't but fix all of those things that you just said. I completely agree with that one. That ooh, let's see if we could join the Sandaconda raid. Bet. Okay. The fact, yeah, but like you like, and I think they should like work on stuff past like the games. I guess I don't know how to put it, like current standings or whatever. I don't know how to put it. How would you put it? I guess like
For the what piece though?
like hold on, let me click Flapple and then click ready. The fact that you can't auto update the wild areas, like I think that you should have more Gmax mons, or you should be updating your your things with different mons, or your dens with different mons.
Like continuously updating?
Yeah, like continuously updating like different events, like mons are easier to get at these times, or
Oh.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um
Honestly, like if they like have like a specific feature for friends or like a menu separate in the a YCOM for friends just to make it easier to like actually get into and see, that'd be really convenient.
yeah.
Because it's kind of a pain in the ass, like trying to reset having your friends, having to ask them to like put up the thing again or like say, hey, I can't find what you just like put up. Can you exit
Yeah.
the raid and do it again? Or like I didn't even see it in my YCOM. Like it's just small things like that. They're kind of annoying.
Indefinitely. I completely
My
agree.
biggest gripes like are with like multi-select and multi-release because like they did it before and they could have done it again, but they didn't.
I completely agree with that.
Like, what's the point? It's kind of annoying knowing that.
Multi-release, definitely. 100%. Should be in the in at least Gen. If we're not gonna do it for a sequel, Gen 9. Or, don't just put it in Go. Just make it like for everyone, and please don't.
Oh.
You know.
Oh yeah, no. They need to do it continuously. You can't just do it once.
Yeah.
Like they did in Let's Go, and then they got rid of it. And it's like, why'd you get rid of it? Like, because in honesty, it's like you can get rid of like yeah, you have to give us candy for getting rid of them in the other game. This one, we just want to get rid of them. We don't want to we don't want to deal with them. or anything like that.
The fact that you have to manually connect to the internet, not joining the friends of friends. I think manually connecting to the internet is actually very stupid, and they need to fix that.
I wish it just always auto connected by
Like
default.
every other game.
Yeah, and then took us off.
Like there are smaller companies that do that.
Yeah.
Right? So why can't like you game like there's a lot of things that like I question, like there are smaller companies that do these things, so why can't don't fuck I died. Max ooze. I died, and I was gonna Dynamax next turn. Or Gigantamax. I do suck, you're right.
You suck. It's okay. But yeah, it's such a simple thing. Like, you already,
And then not joining the friends of friends. I think that's very stupid. Because if you join someone and then you're, like, and you can do that, like, it would save a lot of time of, like, having to get friends and stuff. And, like, and then you have to disconnect and reconnect and, yeah. And then the user menu in home sometimes not working while the game is open. I don't know what that one actually means.
Yeah, not sure.
That one could be a bit, worded a bit better. I could try to interpret it, but, So, here's an interesting concept. I think that in the next game, because I don't think I've brought this up on stream yet, because I know I told you. So, on Game Freak's website, it says there's a guy whose job is to repackage models and animations to the Switch. Into the Switch games, right? So if that's someone's job, like, I'm not gonna get into Game Freak lied, because I don't care.
Yeah.
What I do care, like, I don't care that they lied. I would just like Everymon to be in the game.
To be what? It cut out.
I would like Everymon to be in the game.
In the game?
Yeah. When you try to the user menu at the top of the at the top right of home, and it says you can't use it while in wireless. That. Oh yeah, that sucks.
What? When you try to menu at the top right?
When you try to the user menu at the top right of home, and it says you can't use it while in wireless mode, like when you like when you're like under local communication, I think that's what it's trying to say. You have to connect to the internet while in the game, yeah. Like, and in order to use online functions, you have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, sure. Hello, Lewis, how you doing?
Hey,
Indeed,
Lewis.
indubitably. Hell yeah.
Trying to catch yourself a Pokemon.
Lewis, you missed the Flapples tiers. We are talking about how to make Gen 8 great again. I'm using that terminology because
that terminology.
While I'm surprise trading and looking some stuff up. Okay, we're good. I was scared for a moment. Sadly, I'm about to head into the shower and bake cookies since we're doing Christmas tomorrow. I'm doing Christmas tomorrow, just not at my home. That's fair though. Honestly, spending time with family is a good thing. I'll come back if I can in time. We'll be alive for the next couple of hours, I think. So, but we're talking about that. It's very stupid that you have to connect to the internet. Oh, same, bet. Um, yeah, I'm doing that tomorrow, and Soul just put up a Gmax Butterfree piece for now. I'll join Soul in his Gmax Butterfree, for now.
Okay.
I think that, So, again, like, it's just a personal preference, and I understand it's not for everyone, or that scenario is for everyone, and I get there are some people that aren't, like, I'm not mad that, like, they lied. Oh, on a Zigzagoon genocide run, LMAO. I'm mad that, like, I wish that they did do it over that they didn't, not that I'm not mad that they didn't. I'm mad that we've had it for 7 generations now, and it's not like in Smash they've cut out people in the past. And like we're used to that, so when everybody is here, that got everybody super hyped. But with but with Pokemon, podcast time. Hello, guy. But like, I don't know how to explain it.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But half of the decks, that too. For Smash, they only cut like what, like 2 or 3 people to add like 10, right? So it balanced out. But with Pokemon, they cut out, it's only half of the decks. Even on Showdown, like I was playing it before, and you could only use half of the decks. Oh yeah, the topic is things we would want in like how to make this game better. It's not that I don't. It's not that I hate the fact that not every mon's in the game. I hate the fact that there are so little mons in the game when we could have had 600-700 over the 400 we have. And I think that would have been a better payoff. Also, that's great. I'm pretty sure that's shiny. So that is amazing.
What?
Make Pokemon great. Do you see it? He has a shiny G-Max Charizard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the one he got the other day.
Yo, that's so cool.
Yeah. It's solar power hidden ability, but it's illegal in competitive, which is funny, but cool at the same time.
It's cool that he could use it online still.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for exhibitions, I guess, that don't have, like,
the VGC on it, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't mind not every mon. I mind that there was so little payoff to it. Like, we got only 80 mons. Like, if we got 150 new mons, you know what? Sure. And like a 600 roster, great. But this just, it feels like they took out too much without supplying more. I mean, they did have a lot of quality mons in this gen. Like, it's just, I would have rather. You know? It's a preference. So, I don't want to harken on it any more than we have to, but do you have anything else to say about that?
With the decks, I mean, again, I was fine with the decks. Make Pokemon good again. I was fine with the decks.
Yeah.
I understand, that. Like, if they can, like, you know, I really want to know, like, how much was this game pushed? How much more could they pushed, actually? Like, you know, was this it? Was this the capacity? Like, could they have gone further, but they didn't want to be as ambitious or risky?
Was Town like really like in my like, I think a question to ask is, did Town take away too much of the actual development of this game and games prior? And like games that they're working on
Town
otherwise.
Heroes, you're saying?
Yeah. I'm calling it Town to shorten it up, but Little
Okay,
Town Hero.
gotcha.
Did that actually take away from a lot of what they did? Or what they could have done? Because their priority team, or their team A, or team 1, or whatever you want to call it, works on Town, or their projects that they have 100% of the rights to, which is completely understandable. Because they don't get all of the money from Pokemon. They don't get a lot of a chunk, which is why Game Freak is so behind. Excuse me. But their team B, or team 2, is not on that. So like, I understand why there is the limitations that they are. Does that make it that much, like, more, like, I'm giving them a lot more slack because because I've researched and I now know what's going on? Because before, I kind of just blamed Game Freak a lot because I thought that they got a lot more of the money they did. However, they don't. Even though they should. And that's why they're very behind. And it's either that, or they're just giving raises to their now employees and don't want to hire anyone else, which also is a terrible idea. Because you kind of need that. And, but...
I mean,
like, you need somebody who can work on, like, 3D modeling and 3D sprites, and, like, who can develop the game so that way people don't find glitches that I have. In order to quote unquote hack the game like I have been. Because everybody can do what I've been doing to get the Gmax mons. Yeah.
I don't know if they're ever gonna fix these
sure.
exploits.
Indeed, indubitably. I don't think they will.
That's
Hell yeah.
kind of weird. Like, how are you gonna, you know?
I'm gonna now read comments.
Yeah.
So I was going to shiny hunt a new Watermon, but there's only three new lines. They didn't add nearly enough mons. They didn't. Again, there was a quality of mons. However, you still took out too many in order to validate a lot of it. The thing that pisses me off is that the Switch has a higher processing power than the 3DS and look at ORAS. Granted, quality of life might be reduced, but it has definitely been done. That is completely true. Like, ORAS to me is the reason why 3rd gen had been redeemed. In my personal opinion. They're like, it's quality of life. There's there have been a few things in Pokemon, like very like little things that the Game Freak has done in the past that has spoiled us. I don't know if you agree with that, V-Rage. Like, for example, we got sequel games which people consider to be the best in the series.
For like what?
Like Black 2, White 2.
Oh, okay.
Like, people consider those games to be the best in the series. And
they did have a good charm.
Like, yeah.
Guy,
I think I should do some more surprise trades.
Just because in no game where you're Guy said just because in no game where you able to legitimately catch all the mons. 400 mons is a lot of Pokemon to catch. Diamond and Pearl was only 151, I'm pretty sure. And I'm using Diamond and Pearl as an example because it's a fan favorite. My big problem with the game is mostly cutscenes, simply because you first start the game, you're introduced into Galar region with a beautiful Leon Charizard cutscene. Yet in one of the most important moments in the game, Sasha Zamzenta leaving Post Eternatus looks absolutely horrid. And I wish there was voice acting. Come on, that'd be so good. I heard Black 2 White 2 the best.
Leaving Post Eternatus looks absolutely horrid. That is also very true. Like we could talk about that in a bit. Like,
Yeah.
So I understand completely where you're coming from, but you still have the option to get every mon, to be able to bring the mons you have had connections with in the past from your prior games into this one. Like this is the first game you don't. You had that for you've had that like from the only one you didn't was from Gen 2 to 3. Everything else you have, like for example, Red to Gold, you could have done it from. You had the PayPal from Gen 3 to Gen 4. You had something from Gen 4 to Gen 5, I forgot what it was. Then from Gen 5 to Gen 6, you had Pokebank. Gen 6 to Gen 7, you had Pokebank. We're going to have Pokemon Home, and yet not every Mon is going to be, like, there.
What do you mean?
Or, like, not every Mon you're not going to be able to bring every Mon that you've kept is going to be in there. Like, I will always have it in Home, but I won't have, like, I guess I just won't have anything else. I won't have it, like, I won't be able to see it in this game in the HD. But I do understand where you're coming from. Diamond and Pearl, however, is in fact a fan favorite. Yeah. My big problem is mostly with the cutscene, simply because when you first start at the game, you are introduced to the beautiful Galar region with this beautiful Leon cutscene. First of all, you needed voice acting.
What am I?
What?
What happened? Oh, you need voice acting?
Oh, yeah, it needed voice acting. Like, it didn't need anything more other than, like, it really needed it. There was a lack of it, that I think it very much did need. And the fact that you didn't have it in the game, is very bad, because Zelda, not to compare apples to oranges, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Disclaimer, doesn't matter. I really think because they're both basically Nintendo games themselves, it's not comparing apples to oranges. I said it'd be more like apples to pears because they look similar.
Oh.
At least that's my opinion. And, but the cutscenes could have used a lot better animations and everything, and, you know.
I just wanted,
Like, that is completely true. Like, but again, it's like, it's not like comparing apples to oranges, because they're both on the same console. You could have done better.
Yeah.
And also being able to skip some dialogue when you clearly don't want to. Like, you know, see it. Like, especially again, if you go through the game again, do you really want to sit there for all of that dialogue and all of that stuff that Hop says and all of that stuff Leon says, all that stuff Sonya says, all of that stuff?
Love him.
We're moving on. But I think I've gotten my point across.
Yeah.
I heard Black 2 White, what?
Oh, wait, what are you saying?
Oh, I'm going to read comments. Did you have something else to say?
No, I was going to read the comment.
Bet. I heard Black 2 White 2 is the best in the series. That is what a lot of people say. I personally love Platinum the best, but that's more of me being a nostalgia core. Ooh, I got an SQ. Interesting. And, but Black 2, White 2, like, made Gen 5 better. Like, that's what I hope that the sequel games or the next games do for this one. So yeah.
Fraser said he heard that Swoosh won't be accessible in Home. That's a lie. Has to be, or they literally will piss everyone off, not just the people that hated the game for being a game. They'll
So,
people will hate it completely for being
Pokemon
how it
Home is an app for the Switch. However, if it's not like, and if it when it first comes out and you're not able to be in Sword and Shield or put things in Sword and Shield, I would not be surprised if that's a later update because
that
it
would
is
be
Game
bad.
Freak. It would go
That's horrible.
horribly. It would be
Well,
horrible.
that's dumb. If they don't
Someone,
even have it
hold on,
ready.
hold on. I just want to say something. Somebody named themselves Till I Come.
Yes, I see that. Yep.
Holy shit. And
Here.
I hope it
That's
is.
stupid.
I hope it is when it first comes out. If it isn't, I won't be shocked because it is Game Freak.
That's hard.
So
No, that's dumb.
it
That
is.
would
It
be
is
really
so
bad.
stupid.
That would be really
But
bad.
whatever. Especially for the Pierce scene when I was just scratching my music and him tapping. Yeah,
Oh, just scratching music.
pretty
Oh, yeah.
much. That
Yeah, he
should
could've
have
been singing.
so been singing.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna read guys' comments if you want me to.
Please go ahead.
My two big problems is the cutscenes and the quote standard backgrounds. I think we can all agree that the Galar region is a beautiful region, right? Agreed.
Yep.
However, there are circumstances where you don't really get to have a battle in the area you are in. Instead, you're placed in a generic background. I think I remember what you're saying. Yes, related to the said area, which I'm mad at, which is mad annoying. I would be down for the national decks if it was possible to catch all the Pokemon simply because I have never been a big fan of having to transfer them. Makes sense. Games from previous games, even though I have fan favorites, like one of the mons that did not make it was Infernape. Yep. Sure, I wish he was in the game, but what I would love most is the game being able to have a way to acquire them all. That'd be cool. Like having a huge, you can get the live decks in game besides maybe some.
Like imagine um like because you can catch Charmanders and Charmeleons in max dex raids, right? Or like max den raids, right?
Yeah.
What if you could do that for every mon? Or what if that was an event where, hey, the starters can be found, go find them, good luck.
That'd be awesome if they were in the game.
Yeah.
They're only accessible at certain time periods. I'd be okay with that, even if it wasn't all at once. You know, in the wild. That'd
Like
be a
how
good idea.
how Pokemon Go does it with their community day. They slowly introduce all of these mons, and I think
That'd
that's
be a good
good.
idea.
And I think that's a great idea that you've made with your Dex stuff. What
Next
else do
up,
we have?
He
He
says,
said, "Oh wait, I think we were in the middle of. Hold on,
we're at
I'm not.
like I would.
No, I thought we were in the middle. Oh, never mind. We did read that
Yeah.
all. Cool.
Like I would. I love a mini island that you can visit once you become champion, where you can catch Pokemon you were not able to before through the regular playthrough. Yeah, it would be great to be able to catch the rest of the decks, even if said island is capped at seasonal times. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, similar to what we just said about certain periods.
That is great. I think
Yeah.
that those are both what we came up with and what Guy came up with are both completely good
Just use them,
solutions.
yeah.
Either you have an island, like a wild area island where you can have the max raids or whatever, or you could do one of them, or you could do the other one. I think both work.
Yeah. Like in the next comment, he said, so for example, only being able to capture fire ground, rock, steel bonds when it's summer, ice, electric flying during winter. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And Fraser followed up by saying, I don't mind not being able to skip. I don't mind not being able to skip cutscenes because the Pokemon games are designed to be played once.
Hold on. I have to say something about that. Every JRPG is supposed to be played once. However, people play them multiple times, and what if you're but the thing is, in the world of, and in mine and V's world of let's playing, you're gonna want to do that. Like skip cutscenes.
Yeah.
Or skip cutscenes and skip dialogue. Just because you would want to get there faster. Like, for example, when me and my friend do, like when we decide to do sword versus, being able to skip the dialogue or skip cutscenes would help us tremendously. But we can't do that. So.
Yeah, when you're in for the RNG in action rather than the story, because the story either was bland or you already know what happens, and it doesn't make sense to do it again for the story.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I don't mind not being able to skip cutscenes, so you're saying that's why there are timed events in IRL time. I understand why people are mad about it, but still, they want you to feel the story at least once. Yeah.
Timed events in IRL time?
maybe like if they like created the skip feature after, like they have it in the settings, but you can only skip major
Oh,
cutscenes. But if just
I know what you mean. I know what he means now. Never mind. I'm stupid.
skipping
Yeah.
major dialogue would be cool after, like as like an
Like, it's
unlockable thing. So,
for people to see it. However, like, for example, one of my favorite games that I've played this year was Dragon Quest XI. You are allowed to skip dialogue. You are allowed to skip cutscenes. You're allowed to, like,
well, then doesn't that defeat the purpose of the game? I guess.
it's so that way if you're playing it another time.
Oh yeah. Another time. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Like,
Well, with Pokemon,
it's like if you love this game so much and all you want to do is either play it or skip the or like and all you want to do is go through the game again and just relive that. That's what you do. Personally, I wouldn't, because what I loved most about the game is its story. However, for a Pokemon game which isn't the best in story, you might want to skip it. Where the best thing about the games are the battles and the catching
and the world
and
itself,
the world and
rather than the
exploring
dialogue.
it.
Like I think this game was as closest to a like RPG as we got out of any of the games, in my opinion, in the series.
Especially because we had the final boss of
Eternatus.
Yeah.
And we have like cutscenes for the first, like, okay, good cutscenes I should say for the first time. Like we had them in X and Y or Us and all that. Sun and Moon, but
I liked the ones in
good.
those, and I think
They look
looked they were the best looking for the console.
For their time, yeah. But now we have a higher expectation.
Yes,
you know.
Like, it's because this is on a home console now. You have so much more, like, you have so much more, like, hardware to work with. There's so much more, like, stuff to work with.
What's the point of fighting if you don't know what you're fighting for? Yeah, exactly. But I guess, like, again, second time, like speedrunners.
No. It's for speed running, and it's for, it's for people who played it a second time.
So
some people just like to see the world. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just for those people that just want to play it through the game again, but just want to do the battles, or just want to do the catching, or just want to do whatever. Like, I understand where you're coming from, and I understand that, and because it's most JRPGs are meant to only be played once, but a lot of people like to play them more than once because stories are amazing, gameplay's pretty like leaned back pretty much.
Yeah, or RNG has a good replay value.
Yeah.
Guy has another thing.
Yeah.
Also, there's one small change which is not necessary, but I would honestly love is a longer Pokemon League. This game has done something unique in the fact that they replicate the Pokemon League from the anime, pulls into top 32. Now, obviously, a tournament into the top 32 would be too long, but I would love to have an extended. I would love for it to be extended into a top 16 where not only you fight your rival and gym leaders, but maybe important characters from the previous gens or people straight from the anime like Tobias. Oh God, Guy, you end these essays, lol. I'm sorry, I have a lot on my mind, not a lot of places to share. Yeah, so this is why we're doing it.
No, like, please. I love these essays because we have been having good topics, and I don't have to rely on a stupid thing I wrote like a month ago.
This is the thing. I feel like it's hard to find like places where people can like talk about like their gripes about the game because
no. This is an open. This is an open forum. We are not judging you on any of this. I actually encourage more of that. Like, more of those essays. That's great that you did that. I love that guy.
Yeah, because a lot of places are kind of like, if you're against it, they're going to make you feel bad for it. And if you love it, then that's okay. But then people that are against it will make you feel bad for loving it. So this is kind of like, this is like right in the middle where it doesn't really matter. Because we love the game. Ak and I love the game, personally. We both think it's a good game, I believe. I think Ak agrees too, but there are issues with it.
So I really very much love that comment, though. I completely agree with that. You said like longer Pokemon tournament? League. I think that if you're gonna do a tournament style, that is definitely what you should do. Not only that,
a stepping stone. They did it right.
Yeah.
So now they can expand, like you mentioned when you and I first would talk when the first game came out. You finished it. You're like, I hope this is like their test run, and
Yeah.
the next game is like building off
I'm
of
not.
this.
I'm not even
Also
expecting the next game to be this all-out perfect, great game. I'm expecting it to be like a
yeah,
better version of what this is. But I'm expecting Gen 9 to be like the
yeah,
console game.
yeah. I hope so. And Guy just made a comment. It's difficult to find a place where you can express your feelings without being shunned for your opinion. Feels nice to be able to express myself without having to worry about triggering a mob. The fact that you lost stand. Yeah, exactly, Guy.
That
And
like
yeah, that's why we do this.
yeah, that's why I'm happy it's just me and V because because we know people that are opinionated both ways. Like they really liked this game or they really hated this game. And I think that more of a balanced thing that I think or a controlled view that me and V have and is a lot better than everybody having somebody shit on ideas or having somebody shit on
Yeah,
the game. And I
I think the
like
best thing
throughout.
is if we talk to someone who's played through the
Mm-hmm.
game and doesn't like it, that's okay. But it's like if you at least not even if like fully played through it, maybe like played like a couple hours and just put it because they didn't like it, that's fine. But if people are like hating on it just from like what they've seen other people talk about or what they've seen online, the problem is you're letting other people's ideals inject into your head and formulate your ideas for you based on what they're experiencing, but you didn't get to experience it yourself. At least
Mm-hmm.
play an hour of it, and if you don't like it, then you
I'm
can actually make a valid opinion, in my opinion. You
I'm
know, I'm
very
willing to talk to
much
them.
so I'm very much so of the opinion that at the beginning up until you reach the first gym, it is very like it's not that great to get into, but once you get into the game, it's great. And once you get to the post game like we are right now, it's great.
There's stuff, yeah, there is stuff.
There
It does
is
a good job.
like I think that it does drag on a bit, like especially with Hop. I'm never gonna stop mentioning Hop.
I loved Hop, but I understand why you don't like Hop.
Lol. Um, and
Frasier.
the fact that locked stamps are not from friends appearing in your feed was that.
Bro,
Oh,
let's talk about this. Can we talk about the Ycom again? Let's loop back because I want to go off on
okay,
it.
okay,
But, like,
that is yeah, like that right there. You see it on my screen right now.
and then when you click Y, it's not gonna show up because the game is great. No,
Yeah,
that's
whatever.
annoying as shit. Dude.
Anyways, for people, if you are joining in right now, we're talking about if how to make the next games great, how to make Pokemon great again, or ideas for the next game, or other stuff.
Yeah, and I think I want to talk about the Ycom again, if that's
Please,
cool.
please, just
Okay, so
yeah.
Ycom. I was a little bit out of it, but now I got my thoughts kind of in emotion now. So with the Ycom stamps, you mentioned stamps, Frazier. I hate the fact that I see a stamp on the left side in the main screen. I'm like, cool beans. I'm gonna join my friends. Hit Y. Oh shit, it didn't show up. Well, shit, I gotta reset the internet on the console, or my friends gotta back out and back in. Like, come on, how's that happen? Come on, fix something. If you can't fix the exploits, at least fix something there. Another thing with the Ycom, give me a section for friends. Please, just let me see my friends that are online that I've already added through the Switch friend system. Let me see what they're up to, whether they're asking for a raid. So it's a little bit more tailored for my friends and being able to see who's doing what. Also, I hate the fact that like you're on the surprise trade at this very moment. At least I'm watching on the screen. Like if you put up a link trade and accidentally hit start a trade with a random person rather than put in a code to cancel your action, you need to re-up and hit A again on link trade or
Yeah,
start
that's
up
really
one of
bad.
the other actions. That's stupid. Why can't there just be a cancel button? Come on.
Yeah, I completely agree with all of those sentiments.
Why do I have to hit
think.
A on the same shit?
Yep.
It's dumb. That's UI. That's UI right there.
Yep.
That's UI. This whole thing is UI. Ycom is UI. God. All right. All right.
I just think it's
Frasier.
very much updating it, and there is a lot of like going back and forth. Yeah, like that's not the best. Oh my god, I did need a Solosis. Hell yeah.
All right. Let me see. Fraser said one of the biggest faults of this game is the community. People who say they hate the game based on this. Some small faults like no game is perfect, assholes. Name one game that nothing wrong with it. Exactly.
Twilight Princess. Why? Because
Right.
it's my favorite game of all time, and I played it as a
Right.
child and I loved it.
Guy says, "Oh, and before I forget, the Rotom suit, make it optional. Don't force me to look like a dork." Yes, when I'm hatching eggs, yeah. Don't
I wish there was
sweat
a
on my
way
dream,
that
bro.
you could change that. Like that is kind of
Yeah.
stupid, yeah.
It is kind of stupid how they force that
Um,
outfit.
the worst part about a lot of games are a lot of things are its community. Like with Pokemon, you have the Pokemon elitist, and yet and then you have the people that just shit all over the game. Not only that, but you have that for everything. Star Wars, Marvel, like superheroes in general. Fire Emblem. My friends, I'm gonna. Can I go on a tangent for a second about this? Fire Emblem has the worst fan base ever.
Right.
So essentially, you have the boomers, which like love the originals or whatever, and then you have the sort of boomers who like the GBA games and Path of Radiance and whatever. Then you have the Zoomers, which are the 3DS games, and then you have the people that just like Three Houses. I don't really know what to call them. I'll call them the Switchers, cause that one was on the Switch. Let's see. Make the road. Make the Rotom phone optional, an optional starter or an Easter egg mon. True.
Easter egg.
There should like Rotom has become essentially like a 4th gen mascot or like a third unwanted mascot for Pokemon. I'm considering Eevee now a mascot, which is why I think Eevee should have every type evolution in the game, because now it is a mascot. You should just get it out of the way and give hype to Eevee. And then give Eevee like something that makes it better than all of the other evolutions, like how the light clay makes Raichu useless, or not the light clay, the light ball or whatever it's called. Make the Rotom phone. Oh, like I own every outfit in the game, but it doesn't matter because the moment I get on the bike, I look like a sheltered mama's boy. HM, yeah. Like, I'm on the bike right now, and I look like a fucking reject.
They even gave Eevee a personal cry for Hell's Sake. Yeah, they did. Well, so, speaking of, switching over to the Pokemon topic. So, do we have any last words about the Lycom?
No.
Because I wanted to talk about the boxes again.
Go ahead.
And, okay, so, we mentioned multi-select.
Reject, yeah, that's the word. Yes. I meant reject. Yes. I was always gonna say reject.
100%.
100%.
Rewind if you don't believe us. So I mentioned multi-select having multi-release and how in Let's Go they did it well, and this time they could have done the same, except forget about giving us candy. I don't even want anything, just get these out of my box. The thing is, and that is akin to breeding. So now, going back to breeding, something that's really small is I wish you could skip the egg hatching animation, because, if I'm not breeding for a shiny Pokemon, I'm doing competitive mods, I want to skip it. If I'm breeding for shiny, yeah, you want to build the hype, whatever. See it hatch.
You know what would actually be a really useful mechanic?
Skip it. What?
If you, what was it? If you had if you had the option right then and there to release your Mon that you just hatched.
Oh, that you just hatched?
Yeah.
You know what? Oh my god, you just made me realize. Because as soon as the egg hatched, there's so much real estate on the screen. I was thinking, what if they displayed, all of the stats, the IVs, the stats, the pool, the ability, the nature, all of that stuff from the menu right then and there, and then you also have the ability to release from said position, because then you can make an informed decision. Oh, this doesn't have perfect IVs, or oh, it's not having this move or this nature release. That'd be so easy. I wanted that real estate to be taken up by something worthy, and I'm like, this would be so great because I don't have to keep clicking, going to my menu, clicking plus, going into my box, hitting plus again to only see that it's not perfect IVs. It's just like, oh, come on, fix the gap.
Yo, I finally got this thing on my Pokédex, the Impidimp or whatever.
I see you.
I didn't have that at all.
It's kind of cute.
Now. I just wanted to break into that. I had the other two, but I didn't have this one.
The fact they can't interact with Mons in a battle team without removing from your party, I hate that. I hate that so much. Oh my god. I ran on this on my stream yesterday. I ranted about this. And Axe on the screen right now. But you can't move. Your multi-select feature is jank, because you can only multi-select and multi-place in the exact same position you picked them up. So if you did a 2x4 box, it has to be placed in a 2x4 empty space. Yeah. You can't, it won't automatically shift horizontally. If I want to, replace, 3 of my Mons with from my party with 3 new ones, I have to manually take them out, put them in empty space, then put the new ones in. It will automatically replace them.
Yeah.
God, like that feat. When I saw multi-select, I'm like, this is so cool. Then I'm like, holy shit, this is like 30% complete. Like, where's the 70% that finishes it? I need the icing on the cake.
I hung out with my friends on Saturday and we talked about Pokemon. Actually, I brought up the fact that we were doing this podcast there, to them, and they said, oh, well, we were talking about we were like really hungry, so we really skipped it, so that's a good thing. We started, me and my friends were talking about how to make this game better. I think we started talking about that in our little arena cast we edited that will go up on Christmas Day. But we like, the game's not finished. Like, I think we can all agree on that. The game isn't a finished game. You know?
Like, there's a lot of features that they could easily
improve on? Yeah.
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 Alright, we got another
So Soul said, no, you can just go to the box list and click on a box in order for it to move in the box horizontal.
Wait, what? You can just go to box list and click on a box in order for it.
We didn't read this comment before then, so this actually would help us.
Frasers, the box does not have a sort feature. You can move the boxes, but you can't sort. Yes, you have to go into the box list. Yeah, Soul's right. Yeah.
Like you should be able to have dex number or
sort by dex,
sort by dex, sort by weight, sort by height.
Yeah. Sort by I got that. Yeah, that'd be interesting. So then you have to manually do it for live dex.
I got a Chinese Charmander. That's kind of lit.
Nice.
I'm trading it away, but wait, what?
Ray.
It was not shiny.
Yeah, I thought you said shiny. Then I'm like, wait, it's Chinese. Never mind.
Not Chinese. No, you can. So you should be able to sort it by certain classes, like egg types, like etc. Like, if you want to do that, like, that should be a program in the game. Like, I'm pretty sure that is a program in some fan games. And, like, other monster trading, I'm gonna say fan games, really. Like, the thing I showed you was inspired by Pokemon, right? Like, the thing I showed you last night. By the way, we should definitely, when there's, like, more information and there's, like, a beta out or whatever, I'm looking into it. Like, I might actually, that might be my first Kickstarter I join. Because that game looked so cool. Did you see, so it's called Kindred Spirit. I think it's Kindred Spirits or Kindred Fates. I don't know which one it is. But so the game essentially, the one thing I loved about this, and this is something Pokemon should do, is branching evolutions. You could have something that is 2 different, mons that like a base mon can evolve to, and then those mons could evolve into 2 different other mons.
So it's like classes in RPG.
It's
like a paladin or a blade master.
Yes.
And then from there, your blade master can become like, I don't know.
How cool is that?
That's something that.
Anyways, we're taking it from the topic. Let's go to Guy, who said the words, "Oh, and one small change which would only affect those that are involved in competitive Pokemon." Okay, that's not me. Never mind, we're not reading it. I'm kidding. No, we're gonna read it.
Bruh. Oh my god.
Seeing your opponent's team is essential because their team determines what your lead is going to be in VGC, usually. However, for some reason, in this game, when I am matched with my versus opponent, rather than seeing my opponent's team right off the bat, I am starting at my team. The first thing I should see is always the enemy team, and and I should always be able to see the enemy team having to switch back.
Oh, so you only it only shows you your team, okay.
So I again completely agree with the sentiment.
That's weird.
That is super weird. I completely agree with that, by the way. Like, there is nothing probably more annoying than that.
Because in past games, they did allow people to see both teams, right? In like a column.
Yeah.
You chose.
Like you are supposed to... it's strategy. That is part of the strategy.
Like, yeah, because like in like singles, you choose like 3 or whatever, right, of the 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
I think. So, but you see all of them, yeah. And Soul said, so if you take mods out of your party and use multi-select, if you go to the box list and click on the box you want to put them in, it will fill the mods horizontally or fill in holes. Oh, but I have to go into box select. Okay, that's like I don't know.
That's just another step I don't want to do.
It's just me being lazy. I didn't know that was a thing, but okay. I wish the game mentioned
And
that.
Guy also said, and back and forth. We will get to Fraser's comment, which I completely agree with, by the way. And back and forth while I am trying to decide which 4 mons I want to bring his ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Allow me to see both. You need to. Like, by the way, how have we not had a skateboard? Yeah.
I wish we could choose. Oh my god, what if you could choose? That's just like a nice to have. Choose the mode of transportation, whether it be a bicycle, a unicycle.
What if I want to drive? What if I want to ride a jetpack? Like, come on, game designers.
And you're right, Soul. It is better than that.
So
I guess it's just something I didn't expect to be like I wouldn't have to go into the box to dump them, but that's interesting.
What was Also, by the way, I miss and like I cannot believe I'm praising Let's Go here. I loved when you could ride mons.
Yeah, this game has a very open map. At least in the wild area would be cool, because considering so many are actually overworld sprites, if you could actually, at least in the wild area, have your Pokemon follow you, that'd be a nice to have in the next games. Because I feel like this is something they have to kind of like keep. Are you drinking ginger ale, Ack? No, he had soda, I think.
I have Coca-Cola.
Yeah, close enough. Close enough. Yeah. But, yeah. I mean, so we covered the YCOM. We covered the cutscenes. We've covered the decks. And we've covered the box. Now, and we kind of covered competitive. Again, with the breeding, like, yeah, they made it convenient, but releasing isn't convenient. I want a gender switching item. That's just me. I don't think anyone else I've talked to or mentioned this to agrees with me. I just want it because it makes it so convenient, because I was looking for a female Eevee, and hatching one took a fat minute. And it's 11.86 or so % chance, so, and same with the starters, so that'd be
like,
nice
can I say something? Can we just change the gender rate for the starters?
What happened?
The gender rate for the starters?
Oh, the gender rate? Yeah.
It's the same with like, it's kind of like, it's kind of ass.
So, it's trash. Just make it 50-50, call it a day, man. But, yeah, I mean, again, the game did a lot right. But it did so many small things wrong, or like, again.
For me, it's too many small things wrong.
Yeah, it's the icing. You know, you have a cake, but it's just the cake part.
But is icing really? But like, like the thing is the icing really good? Cake.
It ain't moist. Your lips are gonna be ashier than they were when you started. It's gonna be dry. And I'm hoping.
Like, you have this great plain cake.
Yeah. And you want to love it.
Yeah.
But you can't fully commit to eating the whole cake, because you know you're just gonna get a stomach ache.
Oh my god. Okay. So I will go on a tangent about some of this, but emotions. Let my character have a character. Have an emotion select in the character, select that can be changed later. Why do we have to be happy all the time? I completely agree. My thing is, I think that in your character should be able to show some emotion.
So here, with Fraser mentioning that, you guys want to go into like how to make this more like an RPG?
Sure.
Because I feel like that plays into it, don't you think?
So my thing is like, so for example, in The Legend of Zelda, one of the most highly loved links is Toon Link, because he literally has an emotion for everything. And it's like the best thing ever, because it's this chibi Link having like doing all of this stuff. If I want my character to be sad when the world's being taken over. I want my character to be mad when the guy is trying to do it. One of my Smash mains, awesome. Like you want to feel what your character is feeling. You know the reason they have a smile is because they want you to have the feeling, and it's just like, no, I want to feel their pain. That's how I get invested in the characters. I myself, even though I can never see Pokemon not doing this, I invest myself into characters that actually have a personality, like in that story. Like, not just some bland person that doesn't speak and I have to create my own. I'm not a person who likes create your own character.
Are you far from your mic? Because you're going in and out for me.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, okay.
I can move up. So, I would like a I like not create a character. I would appreciate us not to have a create a character. Like, I understand that, like, creating your own person and customizing it, like, that's great. Honestly, what Pokemon has done is amazing. However, like, me personally, I'm not into that as much.
Yeah, I know. You didn't customize your guy, right?
So not really.
Yeah. I mean, that's
always
the option, though, you know? Like, if you want to make this into an RPG, then, again, the emotions are a big thing. Like, I think that they did a good job capturing the emotions of the NPCs of the game, like Sonia, Hop, Leon, Rose, and Rose's assistant, etc. But they kind of, looking back again, yeah, it's like they kind of like missed out on like us.
And what would have made it a lot better is a voice.
Voice act, yes. Like in MMORPGs, for example, like you can choose like a default voice, like, and they like maybe like sound like a grunt, like huh, or huh, or huh. So you know, like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like where they give you samples. If they give you like a sample of like a quote, like "Hey, how's it going? I'm ready for my journey," something like that, and then like different voice options. That'd be so cool, because then they could actually add a voice to your character. And then the thing is, I forgot who said this. I think it may have been Hybrid, but he mentioned, or someone mentioned to me, like if they added voices to the game, then they would be a problem with trying to, because they would have to try to get the same voices potentially for the anime, because then there'll be like a disconnect. Because say Rose is in the anime or whatever, whoever's in the anime is also in the game, and I'm like, I personally wouldn't care. I would just keep seeing them as separate, and I would just hope the game has voices regardless. I think that would be fun.
I have to agree, yeah, like the Miis. Pretty much, like, the Miis have their own voice, and you could customize it, and it's great. Like, they really did something special with the Miis in this, in Smash Ultimate.
That's what I thought, too.
I thought the anime was doing its own thing.
Yeah, so then again, like, the whole voice thing is like, then it wouldn't matter. It'd be great to put in voices.
So if you're doing something different in the anime and then you're doing something different in the manga, I'm scared. Or doing I meant the game. My bad. Speaking of the anime, have y'all seen the new episodes? I have not. I have not watched it. I really should.
It's already started.
Yeah.
I didn't know. It started.
But it's like subbed, and I don't.
Oh yeah.
People can hate me. I just don't have time for sub right now. I have like a bunch to do. In my own life, which inevitably I'm procrastinating in because of Skyward Sword. I still have to edit that. But yeah. But like, I just think that like, voice acting gives character to your characters, because you could tell how they're sounding and how they're feeling and everything about that. However, but like, And I love what people have done with their characters, like the customization, everything. I
The
think
league
that,
cards, yeah.
like, I love the league cards. I love that you could customize your hair, that you could do, like, crazy things with your
You keep
characters.
cutting out again like
Okay.
crazy. Oh god.
That you can, like, customize your character, like, with your hair and with your league cards and with your
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
outfits and everything.
Hmm.
I personally don't do it myself, but I find that to be really cool
Yeah, as an option, yeah.
as an option. However, I would like if your character could have voice acting and voice and like and lines to speak. More male customization, better male customization. True. Um, what else? I would really like for you just to have. Too bad you can't see your customization under the Rotom suit. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I would like for me, like the fact that everybody speaks in Breath of the Wild and then Link doesn't is very weird, at least in my opinion.
Is what?
Link, it's very weird.
Wow.
So I would prefer if like it like I
Everyone.
don't I'm not a fan of the silent protagonist. I would like if he did have words because I guarantee that like they would be great like lines for
Yeah,
the game
I
for a
would love
game.
it. Like
Like
even if it's a generic voice, who cares? It's better. At least I have something to listen to than just reading plain text. I've been
Link,
reading plain text for 8 generations.
Link, Link speaks either in Haya or Haya. It's the
Oh
Link
god,
language, LMAO.
bruh.
I feel like voice acting is very important, especially in recent games where we are in places based on IRL countries that have accents. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
Like so oh, okay. So do you mind if I say something? Or
good.
do you want to go
Yeah.
for it? Okay.
No, you go for it.
A lot of the lines when cuz you're reading them, they don't make sense like when we're reading them. But like if we heard probably a British voice actor saying some of these lines, then we'd be okay with it. Right? Like, you know, or like it'd be better.
It'd be better.
Yeah. And also, I have to apologize. I muted this before for reasons. So I'll put them back.
What
My
happened?
I muted my what do you call it? I muted the sound of the game because I had to do something and I forgot that it wasn't on.
Yeah.
My bad.
Hardcore Scottish accents. The thing is,
Yeah.
when I saw the first cutscene in the game with Rose, I'm like, shit, yo, this is gonna be voice. And then I'm like, I see the mouth moving. I'm like, fuck. Like, it just sucked, man. Like, it just
Yeah.
sucked. I'm like I loved it. I'm just like, I guess it'd been cool to hear the crowd screaming and like people Leon being like, hell yeah, I'm here, man. Charizard roaring and shit. Like, that'd be so cool. Like, but nah, we got like a black box with white text and mouths moving. Like, thank you. Like, if they're on a home console, like, come on, why can't they just up their game and just add it?
Yeah.
Don't even connect it to the freaking anime. I don't give a shit.
I think that
Just give
like
us something.
emotions, like a personality for your character, like adding more to other people's main characters, not having How and Hop have the same animations. Wait, what? My bad. My bad. Something just slipped out of the tongue.
What?
I said something just slipped out of the tongue. I said
Uh,
that did you hear everything that I said or no?
it kind of cut out, but you said something about Hop.
Oh, Hop and How having the same animations. What?
Oh.
They do. Um. Oh, I wouldn't have minded Game Freak pulling a Stick of Truth and letting our avatar talk at the very end. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Um.
Also, I kind of miss when the bad guys were not trying to destroy the world or turn it into a dictatorship. I miss Team Rocket. So
It seemed like every single like game decided, or every single gen after Gen 2 decided, let's do world domination.
Yeah. Like, I like the Team Yell trope, because they're just like annoying fans. And then like you find out Rose is like the bad guy, but he didn't have any like you don't really fight him or fight his grunts until the end, which is like cool because like it kept the story a bit cleaner. But I do agree with like
It was
world
definitely better than
domination.
Aether. It was definitely better than Aether Paradise.
We need less grooves in Pokemon. I think we don't need no world domination or taking the moons. I do miss Team Rocket, just like trying to like have like an underground Pokemon like ring. That was kind of cool.
Also, I'll be
Have
right back.
okay.
So you just talk about what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking on like the teams, I kind of miss that. I agree with that guy. Like we went from Team Rocket trying to get that Moolah to Rose just straight up trying to start the Pokemon equivalent Judgment Day. Yeah, that's true. Kind of just was like, nah, man, we gotta solve the problems from 3,000 years now. So I'm gonna destroy everyone and everything that we all worked for. All right, it's gonna help us. Trust me. Yeah, it's like kind of stupid if you, in retrospect, like they like they're trying to be like. I feel like they're trying to pull like the RPG trope of like the generic bad guy, because like I feel like all games like when they first started at least also had like they had the people be world dominators, and Pokemon was not that way. It was just like underground ring trying to get money for Pokemon. But now they're switching it up. Now they're saying, yeah, now we want to destroy the world in 2019, 2020. We got some caps lock. Fraser says they pulled the same shit 2 gens in a row. The good team is the real bad guys. What the fuck? Oh, that is true.
That is true. Hold on. Like, we went from Team Rocket trying to get the Moolah to Rose just straight up trying to do the Pokemon equivalent of Judgment Day.
Yep.
I will...
Everyone.
Yeah, it's super weird, honestly. Like, that's not really good storytelling, like, unless, like, I mean, yeah, it was kind of hinted at, and I think it was better than what Gen 7 did, which was essentially, like, they spoiled that, what's her name? Lusamine was actually the bad guy the whole time.
Yeah,
They just did not hide anything. Like...
Judgment Day.
I think that Arceus's move, Z move, Judgment Day. Nah, that's his Gigantamax move when he becomes Gigantamax Arceus, even though he's already giant.
Oh man, it's J-Max Arceus, Judgment Max. They could have done a lot to make this more of an RPG. They need to fix the bad guy trope. Make something different. Why can't they make it so your rival's an actual bad guy, and you're trying to turn him good by chasing him through the region, and he's not in the league? Rather, there's like another route they take with it. It's just they gotta like, they don't want to switch up the formula because they know it works, which is fine. Because I like the story in this gen more than other stories, because it was easier to follow. There wasn't like too much going on for me. And I was like, this is fine. But like, I'm waiting for them to like kind of like change the story up with at least the bad guys at the very least. Like, don't give me that like I'm gonna use the strongest Pokemon in this region to take over the region, and then fail ultimately.
I think that Game Freak needs to evolve their Game Freak needs to evolve their like they need to evolve themselves.
Storytelling powers.
Yeah. Because that's really what a JRPG is like all about, your story and your characters, right? Like, for example, why do people love Persona? Why do people love Dragon Quest? Why do people love Final Fantasy? Why do people love Ys? Why do people love Xenoblade? Why do people love the Trails series, Tales of, etc.? It's because of their story, you know?
And, well, here's the thing, I think. That the thing is, Pokemon's a JRPG, I think, targeted more so for children.
It is.
Whereas the other ones are targeted for a general, maybe even mature audience.
But so what Game Freak hasn't accounted for is now they have a brand new audience, which is the people that grew up.
Well, no, but then they also have to account
Pokemon.
for the kids that are still going to be funneling in as a large target audience. So, and that's the problem. Like, you don't see kids picking up like Final Fantasy as faster as they pick this up, and that's why the stories are so like cookie cutter, like bad guys, bad, slap wrist, don't do bad stuff, slap wrist, call it a day. That's why it's very one-dimensional. And that's the problem, I guess. Like, they're not gonna, like, reach out and try to make a more in-depth, intricate story, which they easily, I feel, could, because they know that so much of their audience is either used to this or is at an age that won't be able to understand what's going on and will just ultimately be confused potentially. And they don't want to, I don't think, take that risk, which is like, make a separate game, man, for like kids, I guess, like Pokemon Conquest or whatever, but like not for kids. Oh, I'm sorry, make a separate game that's like a storytelling not made for kids. Like it could be, but like it's definitely targeted for like someone who wants a true JRPG experience. Something like that.
Yeah. Let's see. Arceus was always female to me. Sounded weird hearing it called he. Yeah, like in the movie, it was very weird. One thing I liked is the fact that everyone was aware that we were 10. For the first time in a while, most adults try to protect us because we are 10, rather than sending us to the freight lines, a fucking course after we become champions, and we get really involved, but before that, we're actually being treated like we're 10-year-olds. Fair. Unlike Gen 3, where we basically stopped mass genocide before we even got the 8th badge. Lol. Pokemon Adventure the game. Brutal. Lol. I would like that a lot.
They're not gonna experiment too much, I don't think. With at least storytelling, which kind of sucks. Because they made Let's Go to like appeal to younger audiences, and I guess the people that join Pokemon Go. And
like,
so because they made a targeted game for a target audience, so why can't they make a targeted game for like maybe a bit more
mature?
That's looking for
like they're like half of, I get it, half of their fan base is kids, but the other half is now adults, and I understand for some people it works. Like that stuff works. But there are other people that play these games that just want more.
I want a cool story. I don't mind these stories, but they're getting like, it just feels like it's just there, and I'm playing through it just so I can play through the game for what it has to offer rather than the story itself. But again, if it's a JRPG, it should. I haven't played really any other JRPGs, but from what I know is that they're way more intricate with their stories, and that's the whole appeal.
Not only that, but like
gameplay. That's about it. If that, because the gameplay can be shoddy, as we've been discussing for the last hour and a half.
So what was it like? The last time they really tried something different, it was the least selling game, which was Gen 5, which was which is now seen as one of their best games. It's like how when they came out, for example, when it came out, no one liked Wind Waker, right? I know that's shocking, because Wind Waker's a great-ass game.
Impossible.
But as time went on, people started to appreciate it more and like it for what it was. That's what's happened with Gen 5. People have now gone back and have seen, wow, this is a great game. You know? Let's see here. You pointed your arrow, so we should talk about that.
He just wants Cynthia, but he hates guard jump. Yeah.
I think what would be cool is being able to, because now we have this like Champions Cup or whatever. Like what would be really cool is if you had like a thing like the what you did in Gen 5, which was like the Pokemon World Tournament, where like you could be challenged by every trainer, like from every region.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's what Gaia mentioned earlier with 16 battles or 16 contestants, and it could be for anyone from any gen. Yeah, fusing those two, like the World Tournament idea with that. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Like especially if you had to defend your title as champ.
Yeah, I always wanted that. Yeah, top 16 would be amazing. I actually always thought of like a defending title thing. Like, yeah, you became champion. Now what, home?
And like you could go through a list of people each day, and like you can only do that like each day. The battle tree did that a bit, yeah, but like it would be better if it was everyone like you did in Gen 5. Like really, Black 2, White 2 was the culmination of every game almost.
like imagine you become champion, but you need to, in order to stay champion, you need to take on your challenges, and if you don't, you lose the championship title and you need to reclaim it and fight stronger Pokemon. That'd be so cool. And like, if they were like set with like this, these have to be double battles. These are model type battles, and that's that way you'd reclaim it. So it's a bit challenging too. So it incentivizes you to try to keep up with your championship title rather than lose it.
Yeah.
Fraser
Top
did an
16 would be
unpopular
amazing. I wanna read that one in a bit.
later. Yeah.
Cause I see it, Fraser. Don't worry, I do. I just want to read this because we're on that topic right now. And if we get Gen 4 remakes, Tobias needs to be in the top 16. I would love to body Tobias. I don't think we'd body Tobias.
Who's Tobias?
The guy from the anime with the Darkrai and the Latios.
I don't remember him.
Oh, it was great. It was in the Gen 4 anime. And he bodies Ash. Anyways, Gen 4 remake was teased yesterday. Yesterday night. See it in 2020. Save that for next week because we're doing our 2020 predictions.
My man's got like five legendary Pokemon. What the
Oh
fuck?
yeah, he essentially it's rumored that his team is all legendaries.
Wait, what'd you say? You cut out.
His team is all legendaries.
I never seen this guy.
So yeah, like we just don't know, and I'm pretty sure he's the champion because we see that like Cynthia's like in Unova just doing other stuff. I'm pretty sure he bodied her. Anyways, I was hoping for sequels we would get a Dragon Ball Xenoverse thing, where you'd have to defeat yourself from the previous games in order to become champion. That would be really cool.
Transfer your.
Also, Ash had the best team when he tried to win the Sinnoh Cup. Whoever wrote the anime realized there was no way Ash could lose this one, so they slid fucking Tobias with Darkrai and Latios, shaking my head. Not only that, Gen 2. Not only that, but what do you call it? They really, what was it? Like Tobias.
Wait, was it teased?
Probably. Probably. I mean, like, I have...
Like a Let's Go Gen 2 remake?
It would probably be a Let's Go Gen 2 remake if they teased it.
Well, you want to talk about Let's Go, or do you want to talk about Tobias?
Wait, hold on. Yeah, that would be really cool if they did that. Like you did, like, with Gen 2 and Red. I think that's what, Fraser was talking about. Anyways, let's move on to... No, I mean fighting our previous self. Yeah, pretty much. Also, Cynthia was referred to as the champion in Unova, meaning not even Tobias could beat that dumb Garchomp. LMAO. I didn't realize that. My bad. How are you getting so many Charmanders? I had to breed for a Charmander because no one was sending any in surprise trades. LMAO. And there's my... Oh yeah, by the way, this is my first Eevee.
That's good.
Where is it here? Unpopular opinion, I didn't like the Let's Go games that much, too much. Fun fact, I just liked some of the features that were in there. I didn't like it either.
I liked it, but it wasn't. It was just different, and I know why. But I just didn't feel the same.
Oh my god, I got a 10 in ability, lit.
Nice, yes.
I'm gonna keep it.
Yes, so I love Gen. That's why. Okay, I said when I beat this game is like my favorite of the series, but like, I don't know.
Gen 2, you fought Red. I wasn't to fight. I wasn't to fight my. I wanted to fight my previous team. I get nothing but Eevee and starters. LMAO.
I said this, but I don't know, man. I think Gen 2 still.
Gen 2's a great gen. I just like Gen 4 the best because I love Platinum. Like everything I think they did for Platinum was great.
Platinum was fun. I love Gen 4.
I think like the Gen 2 remakes are my second favorite games.
I loved it because the post game was fire. Like, yeah, you didn't have like continuous post game like how this game does, but what we got was pretty slick. No matter how fast you call it, still awesome to play through 2
I mean, we
freaking
played through it.
maps. Yeah, we did. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, let's go. I was like, it's cool. Like, it's Pokemon again. They changed it up. Damn it. But whatever, I'll play it because it's cool. It is what it is. I'm excited to see what they do for the next ones, even though it's going to be the same. I kind of just want to see how the game looks in 3D this time because we haven't seen Gen 2 in full 3D. So that'd be fun.
Platinum is great, but it's still like 40... Hold on. Platinum is great, but it's still like 40, 50 bucks depending on where you get it. That's actually very true, because it's a great game. Same with Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They're still 40 bucks.
I can't do this.
Unpopular opinion. The best things about Gen 3 were Ludicolo and Steven. Guy Alfie. I've never seen anybody with more true statements in their entire life.
Bro. You're wrong, bro. I can't believe it. I love Gen 3.
Dude, I cannot wait till we get to the till we get to Fight Night.
Alright, so I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I came up with an idea and Ak approved of it on his series, Fight Night, where we go ahead at each other.
This is both of ours, but it's just on my channel only. But I completely agree with that.
Whatever. Yeah.
I'm about to fight Guy.
So the idea, thank you, Soul, thank you. So the idea is Fight Night. We both pick a side on a topic and we debate. So the first topic that came up with is Gen 3, yay or nay.
I think that's a great once a month thing. I think that's probably gonna be our fourth discussion, because next week we're gonna do our 2020 predictions. We're not gonna do a whole year in review for Pokemon, because that would be weird for at least for this year, because really what came out was this game.
Yeah.
We really can't do a year in review. If like there were a billion games that came, we might eventually do a let's review like these games, or let's review the we could review maybe the generation of like the Switch at some point, maybe of like what's going on in a couple of years. But I got another Eevee.
Well, with Fight Night, it'll be debating. So first one will be Gen 3. I like it. Ak doesn't. So we're gonna go through a bunch of topics, go through it, see, and we'll let the chat decide and pitch in their ideas.
Yeah.
And the chat decide who was the most convincing. Gen 3 is the first topic because I like it, and I got the guy I saw. You don't dislike it or dislike the games, but it's your least favorite. I get it. You just hate it. I get it. Too much water. I thought we were friends, but I guess
too much water.
At least I found a friend. I found a friend in Soul. I hate more so that's cool.
What else is
Steven was a joke.
Ludicolo I agree with. Steven was a joke with almost using steel types. I don't like when the champion only has one type.
Mono typing. That's why Blue was annoying for me to beat as a kid in Fire Red. I love Fire Red.
Wait, am I not trading?
I was stupid, but it was still difficult.
Okay, there we go. I was about to say, man.
I don't know. Oh, okay, so we circled through a lot of topics. Is there anything like that stands out still as like a big issue, or like something that's just annoying? Like,
I hate that how they removed their former gimmicks from prior games.
Like
Megas.
What?
Megas.
Oh, Megas. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like even I don't like Z-moves that much, but
I don't like Z-moves. Yeah, I don't like Z-moves.
However, like the fact that like the people that did like them but they didn't have it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel bad. Like now.
Like on Dragonite.
Like again, I think that graphically the game could be better. Because we have games like Breath of the Wild, Alien Isolation, Witcher, Doom that look insane, and they came out with a 3DS game. I think that your main rival should be somebody that isn't Hop. Make them like an actual person.
So I think they did a better job with Hop than Hap, because Hop actually expressed
completely agreed. It's just that Hop, however, is just in the game too much.
too much.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a big character in the game. For like, he is your rival. I get that.
This
Again,
Grookey has overgrown.
I didn't mind him,
Ugh.
so I understand like the whole Howl effect that we've had for the last 2 gens.
We've had well. This is just Shauna 3.0.
Shauna 3.0. Oh God, no.
Technically, like the whole Weakling trio 3.0. Being like Tierno, Trevor, and her, and Shauna.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, graphically, what I'm talking about for a 3DS game is, look at this damn tree. Anyways. And also, the game was in development for 5 years. We know that ever since the Switch had a dev kit, Game Freak had it. Like, they were already making this Pokemon Company probably, like, there are, like, so many, like, theories, and we've talked about this, like, theories, leaks, like, about, like, what was really going on, and, like, however, how much we believe it or not is true. The point being is that Pokemon did something amazing, Pokemon did something not amazing at the same time. They achieved essentially what everybody thought was unthinkable, which was a Pokemon game on a main console. A mainline console. Hold on,
So, starting with the guy saying Ludicolo and Slacking.
Okay, here. Ludicolo and Slacking were my favorite part out of Gen 3. Plus, Steven looked so cool. I think Steven is such a powerful name. His team was Sheik's, though. True. I literally blaze kicked my way through that fight. True. I like Mega Pokemon outside of competitive. I miss Mega Steelix and Mawile. True. I like Mega Pokemon outside of competitive. I'm not really a competitive person, so I can agree with that. I just like Megas in general. And I thought they added something to the competitive that was, like, very different, and it, like, reinvigorated some mons, but made other mons too broken. Say what you want, Hop had one of the biggest character growths in one game, in all of Pokemon. Honestly, true. I can agree with that. And the fact that he realized that that he should just be that he's our next Bianca, because I'm sure we all have beaten the game by now.
Dude, what? No.
Yeah, he is essentially Bianca now, and that's amazing. Like, this game so has to have a sequel. It's not funny. I just realized Ack is the person I hate when I surprise trade. They just send trash, and when they receive trash, they send it back instead of releasing it. Dude, I'm sorry. I don't know what you want from me. I'm just trying to do my thing right now and just see if I get back anything cool. Like, maybe one day someone will be trading out some shinies, or someone's trading out some...
Dude, just wait for Pokemon Home and wait for all their shiny, like, GTS giveaways to happen again.
Oh, true. Bet? Odds? Oh my god, too many Charmanders. Like, I personally think Mega Pokemon were way too strong. I like Dynamaxing because, while simple, it's the best for both. The best of both Mega Evolution and Z moves. Mega Pokemon were way too strong in the VGC. It brought what I disliked from singles, which is Hyper Sweep. Dynamaxing on the other hand, is a balanced Mega Evolution, which is healthy for this game competitive wise. Nothing I hate more than Mega Rayquaza, Groudon, Kyogre, Charizard meta. What the fuck, another one? Fuck Mega Rayquaza, that thing is busted. So as a person that isn't into the competitive, the reason I liked Mega Evolution was because it took a mon we never thought would get an evolution beyond that point, like starters or whatever. Like, if we were to get a 4th evolution, I think that would be super cool. Like, at some point, like, a mon just keeps evolving. Like, for me personally, I just like the way that, like, you were able to evolve another, like, your mon further beyond that point. That's why I like Gigantamaxing, and that's why we do these, like, at first every week, because Gigantamaxing is so cool. Like, because it's just a new design on a Pokemon we either already know or love, or just makes that mon better. So yeah. I was going to surprise trade all my Charmanders away, but if there are this many, I might as well release them. Nah, son. You gotta do it. Favorite Mega Go? You got Steelix down. For me, it's Anchor Arms, Swampert. What about you, V?
Soul said Swampert too.
Yeah.
Charizard X.
Charizard X.
Y and fuck competitive.
Lol,
Hell yeah.
true.
Hell yeah.
Mega Bayonet, awesome. I have 3 boxes worth of 5-6 IV Mons ready to be traded away at Christmas. Oh, are you guys gonna do that thing too with, like, with the Master Balls? Like, the only reason I'm really doing this right now is because, what do you call it?
I think Lewis, Guy, Soul, I don't know who else.
Like, I'm not really doing anything on Christmas Day. Like, I'm kind of...
I don't know if I'm time.
I'm probs just chilling. TBH. I might play Link's Awakening because I'm getting that tomorrow, but other than that, I'm not really doing anything.
Y'all want to make my Christmas and...
I want to make your Christmas list.
Yeah. Nah, man, not you. I'm telling them they're gonna want to trade their IVs. They're like, "Yo, send me one. I'll give you a 5 IV low 10."
What else? I have 4 boxes of 5 IV Charmanders and a few Noibats. Yeah, I'd go for it. Some kid out there will be getting 6 IV Scorbunny, Grookey, Sobble from me, hopefully. True?
Yes, that would be
fun.
me, and I'm not a kid. Okay.
Me. Nah, dude, we're adults are kind of just bigger kids. You never really grow up.
with like facial hair.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else we have to say on the topic, or?
I don't know. I think we covered all of the bases.
Honestly, like, cause everything else is kind of really either very nitpicky, or...
We haven't thought of it yet, and we will in the future.
I don't know. If we have anything else to say, we will. But
I think this was fun. I think we did a nice job with covering our bases with what we wanted to talk about.
I mean, I hope that one day we can all make our own Pokemon game, whether that's a fan game or we indie develop, like, another Pokemon game. What? What were you spamming?
Oh. I just put the up arrow a few times and I did that arrow.
Okay, give me one. Can I do it from here? Timeout, ban. That's not what I want.
People who grow up are just adults with depression. Bro, why is it gotta be so
True.
sad, man?
True.
That ain't true.
Anyways, no.
Like
Exit out of here. No Tweech. I can't exit off of your name for some reason.
I think the biggest takeaway here is the Rotom suit sucks. And adults are depressed. I think is that safe to say? Is that what we got from this, guys? Yay or nay?
I wish that I could exit out of here real quick. I just want...
Are you useless like Aqua from Konosuba, Razor?
True. We need more of that anyways.
Hashtag free the homie V. Hashtag yes. Wait, I'm already free. I'm out of timeout, guys. Wait, what?
Hold on.
Yes,
/ mod V Rage Gaming.
Guys, I'm a freaking mod.
There,
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Now you can spam all you want.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why I didn't do that. Yeah, he's now free.
Free the homie V. I am free.
So, I really liked this discussion. I'm very happy we didn't have anybody leaning towards one way or the other, and we got some creative, positive ideas. Again, the point of these is not to be negative about it. It is about constructive criticism.
Because no game is perfect.
Because no game is perfect. No matter how much I love Twilight Princess. Oh my god, somebody has a Gmax Kingles. Can I actually join? Oh, that's sad. If I was able to join that, that would have been funny.
Well, it's a shame. Anyone that likes Gen 3... Fuck, man. I guess that's not a mod. I can just, like, ban you from the channel, right?
No. No, I refuse that. I would unban him.
I would unmod me.
But, like... And I'm very happy that we did this. And that, like, we got it all out there. I just think, again, this game is unfinished, and I hope they don't pull a Gen 6. And, like, they don't finish it. Like, it was fun and respectful, lol. Looks at my previous comments of full of curses.
Fuck this.
Fair.
Screw the game.
Like... But, like, that was all in good fun. There are just a lot of people that could have either come in here and... I don't know how to put it. He's the only Gmax you're missing? Damn. Good for you.
How much hacking are you doing, guy? Get your PK Hex, huh? Huh, man? Who's your provider? Who's giving you these PK Hex mods?
Like, I think that we have done a better job than, like... Because, like, there wasn't anybody that came in here and decided to, like, try to stir shit up. Did you get your hacks from Ak? Yes. Well, I know that what Ak is hunting for at the start of the next stream, lol.
Max King. The next stream.
The next one is Colossal, actually. I have Kingles. What is it? I was really happy we didn't have anybody come in here that would, like, either, like, try to spam, like, crap, or we didn't have someone who disliked our changes of this game. What else? I was happy you guys didn't try to do anything, I kept saying, like, I'm not a competitive person, at least when it comes to Pokemon, because, and, like, I don't like, and I'm gonna say this as nice as humanly possible, I'm not trying to be rude when I say this, how I feel about Pokemon is there's too much RNG for me about this game in order for me to want to be a part of the competitive. However, I know that we have developed a community where we have a competitive community. So I would never want to harm them in any way by saying that.
RNG?
Yeah.
You're telling me my 80% chance move has a chance to miss? What?
Yeah, exactly.
What? That missing can mean I lose.
No hacking, haha. Oh wait, I'm also missing Kaparaja, but I'm busy breeding VGC teams. Like, I'm very excited for... I mean, it's an RNG-based game, though. I know, but there are some people that don't appreciate... Like, I've said, Pokemon is just too RNG-based team for me, or Pokemon, like, the competitive is just is a lot of RNG, and I have gotten, like, but no, it's not, and it's just like, as somebody who's played almost every JRPG ever, yeah, that's, like, every JRPG. It's not just this one.
Yeah, there has to be... I mean, it makes sense if every single hit... Then what's the point?
I think the thing I hate about the most are the high and low rolls when attacking exactly.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's a thing.
Like, I mean, it's even worse in Fire Emblem, so...
Oof. I mean, yeah, it is an RNG-based game. There's RNG, and you can control the RNG, but not fully. Like, you could increase your accuracy.
Like, it's not, like, it's truly fair when it comes down to, like, it being the that the RNG can work on either side. However, to me, it's just unfair when you get all of the RNG or your opponent gets all of the RNG, and you could like spam crit or like
crits,
and then like it just becomes unfair. Like I don't think there was ever a time where I said, when we were playing a game of Overwatch and I knew it wasn't, it was because it was because of RNG. I always knew it was because I either sucked or my team sucked, or
hey, whoa! I know I'm bad, but come on, man.
Or the other opponents were were superior to me in like playing the game in every way. Like I never thought it was RNG. Or I'm trying to think of another game like, I guess like a fighting game. Like most fighting games, apart from Hero and Smash, aren't like about RNG. It's like more competitive and like a lot more. I guess you have to like, you can like actually prepare for a certain opponent in every way. Are you saying Overwatch is balanced? No, that is completely far from true. Overwatch is not balanced. There are so many things that can be wrong with that game at times. Like, every single time a new DLC character comes out, they're broken. And, like, they need to patch them. Like, that, it's stupid. Tetris, your next brick is RNG, and Tetris 99 is considered to be competitive. I'm not saying that's wrong. What I'm saying is, like, it's not a... Pokemon just isn't a game I could get into because there's too much RNG involved. Like, for example, like, for Tetris 99, like, I'll play a few rounds, but I never would consider myself competitive in it. What I do like is the RNG, what I do like is that the RNG is relatively low in terms of percentages. Like, for example, all flinch moves in the game have a 30% chance to flinch, which is pretty good. If I am not wrong, that is everything RNG in this game is either 30% or below, which is acceptable percentage for me, but I do understand how that 30% can turn some people away, and trying to pretend that the 30% does not exist is delusional. The RNG in Horus hates rage. True.
Yep, and a guy mentioned earlier, there's RNG in status and crits.
Yeah.
There sure is RNG in VGC. Anyone who says otherwise is
like,
in denial.
Are you saying, but again, there are just certain characters in Overwatch that are broken. There are certain characters on certain stages that are absolutely broken. Like, I just, like whenever I see a map, I try to tell people, hey, let's do this strategy, because it always works. Like, I'm never at fault, mud chips, lol. Yo, one day, what we should do is you should mirror your 3DS, like, and we should have you hunting for Mudkip on the podcast.
I'm down.
Bet. What else? Like, that's another thing. Like everything in this game is essentially RNG based, which is wild.
Except for the Gen 3 fight night.
Oh my god! We need to now.
That'd be perfect. Yeah.
What else? Again, like, but yeah, like, there are just, like, certain games that are less RNG based that I like better. New Year's stream, Rage hunts for mud chips, New Year's RNG. New RNG.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works.
When is that, do you do anything on Christmas Day, not Christmas Day, New Year's Day?
Not really, I'm just...
Because normally what I do is just New Year's. I do stuff on New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Day I kind of just chill at home.
Yeah, we just sit around. I might do a mud chip stream.
I mean, if you want to do the podcast then, we could do both days.
Yeah, we can play it out, see what happens.
But in total, or in conclusion, this game, I wish that, like, my searching would be done, because this is, I would like this to be my last trade thing, but it's not working.
Still searching.
That's understandable. I personally love the teams building, theory crafting behind the building teams, whether or not your experiment was a success or not. I used to want to do that, but like, I think like, when we did the EDC, that was definitely something that I don't know, like it just killed my enthusiasm for competitive Pokemon.
The EDC?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Sucked away the. Damn.
Yeah.
Fraser, I don't drink, but it sounds good.
It was a thing that me and V were a part of.
Yeah, it was a league that we had a bunch of friends be a part of, and it kind of stopped a couple years ago. After like the first, I don't even know if the first thing actually finished. I don't remember if it did, but it was like a friend group league.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't work out. Most of our leagues never.
All right, hopefully I could find someone now. I tried redoing it.
Make sure you're connected to the internet.
Yeah, right. I saw it. Gotcha. That sounds like a fun idea, though. I eventually would like to do maybe like we could do a tournament for like this, or I would like to do like a Smash one where it's all randomized, like for an online tourney. Because I think that'd be hella fun. But other than that, like in conclusion, we're ending off on a Torkoal. Neat. In conclusion, this game has a lot of faults. As much of a great game as it is. And I'm happy that we all had constructive criticism over we really loved the game and we had to shoot down everybody's like ideas. And and there wasn't anybody who just hated the game and just thought we just need to change everything, blah blah blah. Because there are great things about this game, there are just also not so great things about this game.
Yeah, this game fucking sucks, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We'll work through it, guys.
Anyways, with that being said, if you guys have enjoyed the podcast, leave a follow. It will also be on the YouTube, which is down below in like that description-ish area. If I get Inkling in that random tourney, everybody catching these hands, LMAO bet.
I'm gonna too, hell yeah.
Secondly, I don't know if this is gonna go on, but I was thinking like at some point during the weekend we might do Mario Maker again, if you're cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, if you guys aren't already, you guys could join the Discord. Because podcasts, uploads, etc., they all get posted on the Discord, so you guys will know right away when streams happen. From my end, and V, whenever he streams, he could also place them in the stream chat. I don't really care. Yeah. But
time to flood you with all my old YouTube videos.
Bet.
As if they were new. Until you check the description for the upload date.
Bet.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, but, you know, so we should be live then, and then at some point next week, probably at a later date, because I don't want to do, the discussion of 2020 until we're in 2020, personal preference, yeah, if you guys have enjoyed, please leave a follow, go to the YouTube, check out V, if you haven't, because V is awesome.
If you
on
don't
Twitch,
know who I am,
twitch.tv/VeeRageGaming.
Gaming. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Ratman24 here.
And yeah.
Good combo. Good constructive criticism on a game that could have been good. 9 out of 10. Too many small issues, but fun.
True. We will talk to you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Oh, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and have a happy, grand spanking New Year.